Do 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 do. Content. There's the notification that I'm live. Live. Turn this on. Okay. Dashboard. Morning, Evan. This one's gonna be a quick one today. Okay, because I got more social requests than anything. We'll do some scans. Morning, Scott. I have not sold Mara, but I tell you who had the best coverage of Mara was Trader Nate. Trader Nation. No. Hold on. Let me go to my Substack. Because Trader Nate, he published one every morning. Let me see. Where is he? I know I recommend him. Let's see. Reads. Trader's Education. Trader Nate, if you go down here, trading Mara options through March, and he, said chip set up nicely. I mean, he's been calling it. Trader Nate has. Okay, he's here. Okay, we've missed. Okay. I gotta set up. I'm gonna go grab some stuff once I get this set up. So I will be back. Everybody, keep entertaining people when you're here. Ooh, I got an ad. Okay. And I'll skip. And Trader Nate's been great. Oof. Hold on 1 second. I'm putting you on mute. Okay, I'm back. Do, do, do. Good morning, everybody. I just got back and too many to say hi to. It's going to be a quick show. It's got to be a fast one because you know why? We're in a bull market. Is there anything else to say? There ain't nothing else to say. We're in a bull market. You're either in or you're out. And it depends on how you sleep at night. So, Qualcomm, Google, Microsoft, all bullish. You know what's not bullish is Pinterest. Yeah. Your boy got cocky. Cleveland Cliffs up 1%. Netflix up 1%. PanW still flying up 1%. Shopify up another 2%. We're at 90 on Shopify. God. That's a really good list. We have CRM. We have Devon, ironically. XLK. I think Qualcomm's a good call. I think it's one of the chip names that just hasn't. I mean, yeah, it's at 149, but it hasn't reached all-time highs. So, JEPQ, QYLG. I didn't look at Dexcom in particular. I was too focused on Pinterest. Energy, Devon, UCO, MRO, XLE, FANG, and EQT. EQT just keeps. God, look at this chart. I mean, that's a name that. Just energy overall, man. Levered ETFs. Levered ETF. UCYB. TECL. UDOW. UMDD. URTY. I mean, again, when I'm looking at bullish signals like this, and we just crossed 5,000. VIG, VSS, VB, RSP, which is equal weight, VNQ. ELF, yeah. That's a sherry one. I give all credit. Oh, spider sectors. XLE. XLK, XLE. And we know technology is going to continue to go up. I mean, come on, diamond hands, baby. FedEx, that's going to be in the Lemonade. God. Lemonade is the insurance. I don't know about this one. I really don't. I mean, it's just put in its bottom here between 10 and 22, which puts it at 16. It's right in the middle. Morning, Chris. ARCW, I love ARCW. I've been burned by Kathy Woods before, and I'm less likely to get in there. KLA, that's been a solid one. Splunk, since they CRM announced the takeover. EVgo, which is a horrible one. I have that one on my list. Okta, solid company. Okta is. Fiverr's one. My dad has Fiverr, and I've been reluctant to sell it, and I probably should. You know what? Let me put on my do not disturb. I probably should. ServiceNow has just been that's solid. SOFI. Oh, look at this. Twilio bought it at 69. SOFI, Airbnb, ANET, which is up 3%. Yeah, this one's going to open up. Twilio will open up at 72. So it's going to be up here. You've got confirmation now. Makes sense to buy it. If you're in on Alpha Picks, makes sense to buy it. $70. Palantir. I'll look at Palantir in a little bit, but I'm going over scans now. So let's go over the Dow. The Dow. Microsoft CRM. I've got both of those. CRM probably should be in the core portfolio, but NASDAQ. We're going to do NASDAQ 100. There's going to be a bunch here. Zscaler. Qualcomm I have. Texas Instruments. Autodesk. Intuit. Tax time is coming up. EA. Marvell. Ross Stores. Workday. I think I have one share of Palantir. Or two. I don't have much. I didn't get into it. I sold out at the end of last year when it got over 20, I think. And then just decided didn't want to get back in. And I don't know why. It's in the core portfolio. I should have gotten back in. I was thinking 15 instead of 16 was going to be the bottom. Okay. We're done there. And now I've got to get my links in order. But yeah, a Traders Nation, by the way, if you're not subscribed, Nate does a great job. He does have a paid version. But listen, I don't recommend people. I've gotten a lot. There's been a lot of new people who have subscribed to the newsletter. We've gotten 30% in the last, probably 3 weeks, 4 weeks, maybe a month. Increase in the amount of total subscribers. It's been kind of nuts, and paid subscribers went up. I think that education series kind of went a little bit nuts, but yeah, he's been great. I don't think this one's a paid one. Oh, it is a paid one. But it's older, so it's February. Well, it's 2 days ago. I don't want to kill Nate, but 2 days ago he set up this Mara action. Bulls are looking to bounce 1570, average VWAP. Yeah, breakout trades. So DocU. We'll get out of this one. DocU I still hold. Why I hold it, I don't know. But DocU I still hold. And the only reason I still hold it is I just haven't had time to really look at it. I probably should have gotten out of it. I do think that you come back to this range between 55 and 64. I think I have 100 shares. So if I sold it here, I'm giving up $300. Probably not a horrible loss for me to give up. I did buy it 62, so overall I'm probably losing about $1,000. I mean, shit. I've got so many gains this year so far. I probably should just take the loss and move on. But I don't love the stock, And the reason I don't love the stock is I don't think anybody's buying it at that level, that 62 that I paid for it. They might, but I don't think I'm getting out that much. PE is 204. Forward PE is 18. It's a business that just needs to. I mean, the forward PE is hopeful. I think that's the best term for it. So selling out at 51 seems to me, my guess is we broke this support at about 53, 54, and that was where I was hoping that it would bounce off of, and that's why I had this at about 55, was I was hoping this VWAP here between 52 and 55 was going to hold. It didn't. The MACD is just too far down, so I'm kind of thinking, I may just hold on to it. I don't need the cash in the account, so it's a hope and pray one, though. It is not one that, if you go and look at a weekly on this one, it's not one that you get here to about 60, 67, 66, and you double top out. I mean, that's it. And your support right now is at 38, your ultimate support. So if we pull this and get this, where are people holding since it started to go down? They're holding between 47 and 65. So I'm within there. Yeah, CELH has been a great one. Let's go. I'm going to open up some of my links. This is actually a really good discussion about Tesla. And I've got a question about that one. This is Gene Munster telling people about...
Forget the Magnificent Seven. Our next guest calls Apple, Meta, and Google the three AI amigos. Joining us right now to tell us why, we want to welcome Deepwater Asset Management's Gene Munster. Gene, why?
Yeah.
These three.
There we go. Oh, I don't want Becky to look like that. There we go. That's a good pause. Okay, X. What was this? This was the this was a crazy video to watch, by the way.
We got it right at the club.
S&P 5,000. It literally hit 5,000 for the first time and then pulled right back. But we're starting the day off. And then I've got this. Yeah. Oh, Alpha Picks. We're going to go over here. We'll sort it by that. Let's go to Q's. Okay. And I am going to go to Reddit. I want to start out with the Reddit drama. Well, look at this. I mean, the website sucks. Reddit just is horrible. This guy hated the show yesterday. This guy hated the show. We'll start out with this. And we're going to start out with the Qs. Let me see if there's anything on Seeking Alpha as far as insiders go. Nothing huge. Crude's down. Natural gas down. Of course, $1.86. Yeah, yesterday's heat map, nothing huge. Okay. We're going to start out on that. And I'm going to start recording now. Hit the thumbs up. If you are new here, just subscribe. Good morning. It's Friday, February 9th. We hit 5,000. It was a celebratory moment. If you want to see that celebratory moment, because it was very fleeting, here it is. This is it. I mean, this is from CNBC. This is when it hit 5,000. I'll post it in the newsletter. But it tried, for the record, tried to close above 5,000. It didn't. In pre-market, futures are saying, yes, it will hit 5,000, so it will open up there. What about the Qs? Well, the Qs are up 0.43 in pre-market. You are up at about 434. Support levels, I mean, 420 might be a decent support. Just think of those quote-unquote handles. And when I say handles, it's either hundreds or tens. I think for Qs, 420 might be a decent one. So if we start to pull back, I would not expect enormous pullbacks. And the reason I'm saying don't expect enormous pullbacks is everything is super, super strong. And everything that I'm reading says that, hey, we might see some pullbacks, but it might be a very slow pullback. Just like you're seeing a very slow upward trend right now, you might see that slow pullback all the way till May. I don't think that's what's going to happen, but and remember, we listen to Tom Lee, who says there's going to be an air pocket. If that air pocket happens, then it's going to be quick, it's going to be dirty, and it's a buy opportunity. But there's so many things going on. First thing I want to address is Reddit drama. I opened up a Reddit page for the podcast, and last night, dude says, I don't want to hate. I'm a fan. Well, when you tell me that yesterday's show sucked, yeah, I'd say you're a fan because you're listening. But don't tell me yesterday's show sucked because I hawked my products. I told him today's show is starting out with 20 minutes of ads. So if you'd like to skip ahead, go ahead. But we can attribute this to beginning job. One of the things that he complains about is Seeking Alpha being a scam. He thinks that he sees so many articles that are pump and dump. So my challenge is tell me where you see these ads. Because here's this is the homepage that I see on Seeking Alpha. Maybe it's because I'm a premium member. I don't know. Maybe they hawk stuff to the free people. But that's part of my point to you guys is that, you know, I'm a premium member. It's $189 and it saves me a lot of time. Maybe I just don't see that stuff. But here, I'll go to the news. If I go to the news, I don't see junk. CPI revisions on the radar. Fed's last year look. Friday's economic counter. Federated Hermes Equity CEO. 5 questions on investors' minds for 2024 from UBS. It's not junk. I don't see junk. And when I go to analysis, the only analysis that, I mean, look, Palantir, are people complaining about Palantir? What about NVIDIA? Are you complaining about the analysis of NVIDIA? Taiwan Semi, Sentinel-1, NVIDIA, Powell Industries remains a strong pick. Hessla Capital, Boeing, NVIDIA. I don't see the junk that I see on other pages where they are pumping Mullen. In fact, this dude beginning, he's a big Mullen fan. Mullen's junk. Mullen is absolute junk. So I don't see it. If you want, sign up for the premium version because, again, I think you can click here to personalize everything. Tech and communication stocks, latest quant rating, strong buys. This is the quant rating. This isn't junk. Analysis for you, IWM. And this is part of your portfolio. In case you missed it, here's articles that you may not have read. Tech and communication stocks, financial stocks, the latest quant buys, financial stocks, the latest analysis, strong buys. I mean, this is a great homepage. And it saves you time in finding things. So that's the first ad we have. The second ad we have is for Alpha Picks. And Alpha Picks went on sale. If you read the newsletter yesterday, let me refresh this. Because I said yesterday in the newsletter, Alpha Picks, fantastic service. I think it's great. What is Alpha Pix? You can read about it if you use this link. It's now discounted to $89 for the first year. Don't miss out. They told me that it's going up. Scott here from the Facebook group, very impressed with Alpha Pix. The 7 stocks I purchased that were strong buys are up 12% in 2 weeks. He was the first one that bought it. I didn't even get an affiliate link for him to buy it. So FYI, beginner, I didn't get my money. Your boy didn't get his money. And people like this one, by the way. And NVIDIA, wait, I can explain. Amazon, 43%, I'm only up 13%. 13%, I'm only up 2%, says Apple. Tesla, wait, you guys are making money? So yeah, Alpha Pix, great service. If you want to see their performance, it's 102%. So this is not shilling something like a texting service or a Discord group or something that's not measured. This is measured by when they announced that they're going to buy Supermicro on 11/15. They announced that they were going to buy the return 718% because 11/15 wasn't 2023. They were buying it before it went up. Modine Manufacturing 12/15 2022 up 247%. MI Homes in 10/3 2022 231%. This is based on the quant rating. So if you don't want quant rating, don't get the Seeking Alpha Premium. But if you want the quant rating and you just want these stocks, again, it's not meant for day traders, but at $89 for the next year, why not get this? Powell Industries. I don't even know what half these companies do. I know Uber, I know Abercrombie & Fitch, Blue Links Holdings, I have no idea. They're up 61%. Nucor, I know what Nucor is. I wouldn't think to put it in there. They're up 59%. Travel Centers of America. Maybe you got an RV. Maybe you're investing in Travel Centers of America. Me? No. I don't think I've ever been to one. 56%. SPY during that time, down 3%. So, yeah, take a look at Alpha Pix. It's a solid, and yeah, I'm pumping this one, beginner. I'm pumping it. You're going to have to, hit me over the head to stop pumping stuff that I believe in. The biggest thing that I do, I don't tell you guys, hey, I've had 4 or 5 advertisers that have asked for me to pump their stuff. And I've said no. And that's just in the last month or two. I say no. I don't use it. I don't pump it. But what beginner doesn't understand, and I tried to explain this to him, some of you are new. Some of you are brand new to stock trading. Some of you don't have a system. Some of you don't even understand what charts are. Some of you are just tuning in to hear my picks. Well, my goal is not for you to hear my picks. My goal is for you to have and find a system. Part of that system includes TrendSpider. And TrendSpider, they're an advertiser. They're an affiliate. I'm an affiliate for them, I should say. And they have deals all the time. You can get it by clicking on all my links in the link tree. The link tree has everything. You can even join the Reddit group and join in the fun. Bash me all you want. But TrendSpider's a main tool that I use. And Seeking Alpha Pix, I've been using it for 3 weeks. I think it's not that bad. You know what the latest one was? Twilio. And you know what? Twilio's up 2% in the pre-market to 72. I missed it. I didn't buy it. Got to buy here at $70.35. Ironically, it was about the time when Seeking Alpha said buy it. I didn't get it. I wanted it under 70. I didn't get it. Didn't get it at all. But it crossed up here at $70.35. So again, I'm pumping the tools. There's 3 tools that I mainly use, and I put them in the podcast, the newsletter. I'd put them all in the podcast anyway. But if you want to see which the 3 tools that there's only 3 tools that I recommend. And it's TrendSpider, and I put them in order of expense. TrendSpider, which is, close to $1,000 for a year. A lot of people don't want to spend that. Well, find your own charting tool. TrendSpider is just charting on steroids. That's all it is. Seeking Alpha Premium. Well, I don't see the stuff that you guys say is pump and dump. Maybe you should spend $189. Hold on. This is one of the highlights of the show. Penny, please stop. You're interrupting. Sit down. I love you. But Seeking Alpha Premium, I just showed you what I see on, oh yeah, this is fun. But I just showed you what I see on my page. Maybe it's because I paid $189 for the year. Alpha Pix. That's the picking service. It's about buy now, sell now. Yes, they give you buy and sell signals. It's about once or twice a month. It's not for day traders, but people want to find out how analysis is done and how things get done. I mean, that's a great tool for $89. So again, 3 sponsors. And you can thank the sponsor of today, which is Beginner on Reddit. Join the Reddit crew. Enjoy. Let's get in there and let's do some roaring kitty stuff. Because you know what? I like the stock. I don't like Mullen, though. Get the hell out of Mullen. I don't know what the hell you're doing in Mullen. So there's your ads. What, 10, 15 minutes? The fast forward button, if you don't like the ads, are there for you. Now let's go back to the Qs. Let's go back to the markets. Am I buying the Qs up here? No. Was I buying the Qs down at 404? Yes. You know what else I bought? I bought yesterday Pinterest. What a freaking nightmare. Here's the thing. I got cocky. And this is part of being humble and understanding yourself. I got cocky. People were patting me on the back with the savvy trader stuff. People were patting me back on the back because I said, have you heard of SMCI? And I started investing in Nvidia and it went up. Thought I had the golden touch. I got the mush. I had the mush. Pinterest was down as much as, I think it went down all the way to 28. I bought it at $40. So I bought it at about $40.70, 85 cents. I put it in the newsletter. I'm as transparent as I can be, and the newsletter is absolutely 100% free. But I put it in the newsletter that I bought Pinterest. I didn't go with those YOLO ones like Holo and HKits. HKits was the one. But Pinterest I did. Made a mistake. They came out. Horrible guidance. I thought Elliott Management was going to be good, but good overseer probably wasn't. I'm still in it. I didn't sell out. A lot of people that I was talking to, a few folks got out about 36, 38, somewhere in that neighborhood. It was a sudden sell-off. It popped back up. The reason it popped back up was there was an announcement about a Google thing, but they grew active monthly users. They beat earnings, but what really brought them down was because they had such an increase in active monthly users, their average revenue per user was far below what the growth needed it to be. Simple as that. So it's down. I will probably get out of that with a loss, write it off against some of the other gains. No reason to stay in losers. You can always buy them, made dollar cost average because I do believe in that name. Affirm got killed. It's trading at 45. I don't know why that says minus 8%. Did it close it? Yeah. Well, it's down 8% at 45. That's why. Because it closed yesterday at about 49.16. It's at 45. Down 8%. The expectations were just too high. The CEO said, we killed it. You can see the MACD was crossing up. If you bought it at 42, you're still up. Don't worry about it. Will it get back up here? Yep. It'll get back up to 52. I have no doubt in my mind. The real play yesterday, and the one I should have been in, was Net. There's two. Cloudflare, which was Cloudflare. I mean, it's key. It's cloud. It's got it in the name. Cloudflare. I should have understood this. Honestly, it was just me playing the bigger name. Cloudflare is the one that won. This is up 23%. 23%. The symbol is NET. It's Cloudflare. And this is a software company. They are not making money. Forward PE of 125. It is super expensive. Target price 94. You know where it's trading right now? 111. 111 today. Cantor Fitzgerald neutral with a $100 price target. Wait for it. Do not buy this one. It's a solid company, solid earnings, solid growth. It was the play. It's not the play today. ARM was, remember, yesterday it was up almost 50%. ARM is now down 3%. Buy this one under 100. ARM is the key. ARM under 100. I think chips continue to be the play, and ARM is the license that these guys are paying for in order to build these chips. So it's the platform that all the chips are built on. The other earnings, that was good. Bill, B-I-L-L. Bill, crazy gains. It's a financial automation software company. This is the day after CFLT killed it. Confluence killed it. And it was up 30% as well. This one down 4%. They were up in pre-market from what I saw. But Again, Confluence, you can see CFLT, Confluent. This one, huge upside. I mean, huge upside. That one killed it. So what this is showing you is it's a stock picker's market. 100% stock picker's market. That's what this is showing you is while these indices are climbing up slightly and we're making these smaller gains and we're continuing upward, it's a stock picker's market. And so you've got to get in there and understand the stocks that you own, B, the losers that you own, do they have an upside? Because we're in a bull market. If you've got a downside stock, like we'll go over Tesla in a little bit, but if you've got a downside stock, it makes no sense to actually hold on to that. Get your money out, find a sector that's working, find a beaten down stock. I was doing some scans on Seeking Alpha yesterday. I'll show you that one day if you want me to, but scans on Seeking Alpha are significantly better when there's premium because you can go in there. In fact, let's go over there right now because I was doing this yesterday. If you want to find stocks, we can do top stocks. You can go over here and pick out top stocks, and there's a screener up here, and you can go advanced filters, and you can filter. Let's just say we want, we got the quant factor. Let's say we want valuation. And let's say we want PE, non-gap forward. And we'll kind of show these. Let's say we're going to do advanced filters. Let's say, I forget how to do this. Yeah, I'll show you again. I'm not great at this one. Edit filters. There we go. Edit filters. Valuation. Let's see. Not gap. PE. Non-gap. See, we want this down below. Let's see. There's quant with the PE lower. Let's see it even at 30. Below 30. Let's below 20. Let's do it below 10. These are your quant ratings that are high, where the PE is below 10. I mean, simple as that. Momentum's A+, quant rating is high. It's a growth company. You got GM, you got SurgePace. You can find these companies and look at them and invest in them. You can do all your research. That's what Seeking Alpha does. So that's what I was playing with a little bit yesterday. I like that one. Deepwater's Gene Munster, who I completely respect. On Twitter, he's fantastic. He does a great job of actually analyzing these things. He's got 3 stocks for AI. He's got Apple, he's got Meta and Google. You should have those in your portfolio. I don't care that they're all at all-time highs. Apple is not at all-time highs. Apple is sitting back and just looking at this market. Google is sitting back and looking at this market at 148. These are not outrageously priced companies. Meta, kind of taken off. It's putting it in its shelf right there. The gap still scares me. The gap still scares me down to 398. At some point, I think you get down to 420. But 5 years from now, are you upset that you bought Meta at 470? Hell no. If they continue to do what they've done and continue to grow and continue to advance AI, like Gene Munster says, you're fine. You're fine. Social request. Nate, Gary, I was too scared to buy IBM at 150. Nice work by me. Does it still have room to grow? IBM is not at all-time highs. And it's been a solid company. You shouldn't have bought it before the earnings at 162. Now they've got some AI play. If you guys don't remember, these were kind of the first guys to get AI. They had Watson beat humans on Jeopardy. You have 174 right here down to a gap. I would probably wait until 177. I don't look at this one a lot. It's old tech. I don't think about this one. If we look at a monthly, are we back at all-time highs? This is what I was saying is that the all-time high of 206, I think that's where you see some resistance. I think that's where you see it. It's not expensive. IBM, we'll go over here to Finviz. The forward PE is 17. It's not crazy. Average target price 182. You're trading at 184. It's not nuts. Year to date, you're up 12%. It's got a nice 3.7% dividend. That's not horrible. If we go over to, let's go to Seeking Alpha, and we'll take a look at the quant. Seeking, There we go. We'll take a look at the quant because, listen, I pay for it. Might as well show it. IBM here in the quant, I think it's going to be not a strong buy. Yeah, it's a hold. I mean, it's, the valuation's a C, C+, because they're not growing. That's the thing. Profitability, it's an A+. It's ranked 7 in the information technology field. Decision Point is number 1. Endava, Dava is number 2. EPOM is number 3. Infosys, which I think Melissa asked about yesterday, number 5. I don't think IBM's a bad one. It's just you have to understand it's old tech. It's going to not get valued like new tech until they start showing that they are new tech. Zabaru. Tesla is back down below 200. Is it playable? So Tesla is interesting. And Dan Ives put out a great note yesterday on Twitter. We believe the uncertainty around Musk at Tesla. Understand, it's not revolving around Tesla as a company. The valuation is going down because of Musk. And that shareholder lawsuit is 100% a ding on Tesla because now Tesla's backed into a corner. Elon Musk is the reason Tesla is valued the way that it is. If Elon Musk is no longer at Tesla, Tesla is a nothing company. So that lawsuit that was dinged down because the judge said, yes, he shouldn't get $50 billion. So now the board has to redo it. And Musk is saying, you know what? I want 25% of the company because I don't want to be voted out. He is nuts. He's crazy. We all know that. He's a genius. He's gotten this company where it is. The focus of this company, I've never seen it better than it is now. I'm going to test drive the new Model 3. I like Tesla. Let's just put it that way. I like Tesla. Dan Ives, 3 things they need to do. Create a new comp package that supersedes the 2018 one. Devise a new comp package that would get Musk directly to his 25% voting share. We believe Tesla moving to Texas would clear the way for the board to get this done. So the first thing that they have to do is move the company to Texas. And that is in the process of being done. The shareholders will vote on it. Most likely because Elon wants it, the shareholders will vote yes. There's not a lot of people that hate Elon Musk that are shareholders. So understand that people that like Elon Musk are holding the shares. You're at 191. You've put in a nice button hook down here. This buy at 187, great. You got this gap up here to 206. Understand this may be a longer play. And the reason I say it's a longer play is because right now you're just under this 200-day. And that 225 is going to provide resistance. It's old support provides new resistance. Look at that support, how when you got under it, you immediately went over it. This is a weekly chart. Now, if we pull this back to the highs, which is right about there, you can see there's quite a bit of volume right here at about the 250 level where people are holding. And right here where we're actually currently trading, there's a lot of volume. In between, there's not a lot of volume. So if you wanted to buy this today, I don't think it's a bad position to buy it. The problem that you have is valuation. And when we look at Tesla and we go here to FinViz, because it's free, I don't want beginners saying that I'm shilling something. FinViz is free. That's why I go here first, because the majority of the audience can look at this. The PE is 44. The forward PE is 44. In the last earnings call, Elon Musk said, hey, we're not putting out guidance. That's usually not good. So if they're not putting out guidance about, further guidance about car sales, that's not good. They have the Cybertruck, which is weighing on them. I'm not seeing a whole hell of a lot of demand for that Cybertruck. My buddy drove it yesterday. His exact words, this thing drives amazing. Now, mind you, he doesn't like the Model X. I think he likes the revised Model X, but the old Model X that my parents have just drives like a boat. I'm not a huge fan of that one. I like my Model 3 better, to be honest with you. But the new Model X, he likes. The Cybertruck, he goes, it's amazing. And this is a guy who doesn't like big cars. So him saying it amazing sounds like it's pretty good. So I don't think that I'm personally getting into this. And I always say this. I am in XLY. So I will get this bounce. I'm in XLY. It's 50% Tesla and Amazon. Here's the Tesla story from Seeking Alpha. Valuation is F, growth is B, profitability A, momentum D, revisions D+. It's a hold across the board. And they have it as a consumer discretionary. Now, mind you, Toyota and General Motors are the bigger ones. I don't agree that General Motors is a better company, but it might be a better stock. And that there's a big difference between those two. Am I buying and holding General Motors for 20 years? No. Am I buying and holding Tesla for 20 years? If you believe this is a technology company and not a car company, that's the big difference. If Elon leaves, I think this becomes a car company. And then you're basically valued the way a car company does. And if you look, again, go to FinViz and look at Tesla, which is 44 on the PE, forward PE. Go to Ford. It's 7. It's 7. So if you get cut to a Ford or a GM is 4. Again, 4. You could get cut 10 times. Tesla's trading at 180, 190. That would mean it's a $19 stock if it's valued as a car company. Personally, I think it's more valued as a technology company, so I'm not worried about it. Yeah, but I'm still not buying it here. I'm still waiting. This range kind of just puts me in. That low back here in 2023 where you got to 110, that worries me because if Elon continues to push things the way that he is, yeah, you're probably looking at it going down there. And the value, again, it's the valuation that's pulling it down. If it's a car company, it's got way further to go. If they have full self-drive, if you listen to Kathy Woods and just Google Kathy Woods, just look at her press appearances. She says, don't worry about it. There's a lot of negative stuff in the news. They're sticking to their, I think it's a $2,000 per share price target. And that's their base case. Their bull case is like $4,000 per share. And she has been right about Tesla. She may not be right about stocks all the time, but she's right about Tesla. Raymond from Spotify wants me to look at Frog. Love the name. I think it's a database company. We'll go in and look at exactly what it is, but let's take a look at the chart first. If you bought back here in November, October at 22, you are certainly happy. The algorithm makes you 38%. Buying and holding for 2 years makes you 42%. You're seeing this big MACD drawdown here, and then it can kind of just capitulate. Put in a new shelf here between 31 and 35. You're trading at 37 right now. Your earnings are coming up on February 14th. Let's take a look at some of the, I don't want Frontline. I want Frog, FROG. And if we go back here, well, before we look at that, I'll look at a weekly because I do think that this got value. Yeah, this is one that just got valued down from its super, super highs after the IPO. If we pull this volume back here, let's see where people are holding. Because if we pull it back to this time, which is 2021, where it really started to fall, you can see most people are holding it down below. So there's some volume shelf here at 45. But between here, which is 38 and 45, you got a long way to go to build that shelf. I'm going to remove all annotations on Frog. Let's go over and look at the valuation. It's not making money. Forward PE of 72, so it is currently very expensive. If they do forward guidance and they kill it on their earnings, remember that should come down. You can see that it's got a valuation there. Target price is $37.58. It's trading at $38.74. It is up 2% in pre-market. You are up 9% year to date. Over a year, you're up 54%. In December, Morgan Stanley covered it. They said $42 price target. You're almost there. So if you think that's the right thing, let's go down and look at the insiders. Insiders are selling at 35. I mean, the CEO is selling a bunch. Here's 4 million. Here's a director selling 1 million. Here's the CEO selling 1 million more. If we just look at the CEO, we look at his transactions. Look, in December, this dude sold about 10 million. 10, 15 million. I mean, it just looks like he's selling. And I don't know why he's selling, but he sold in December. Probably the last time, or he sold February 1st. He sold $4 million at $35. So again, that means very little for the overall stock. But just understand that's another indicator that you want to look at. Doesn't put a ton of confidence in. Now, ratings, they all say buy. Valuation, again, a C. It's 10 out of 46. The most recent analyst on Seeking Alpha, JFrog, high quality long-term growth investment. Take those with a grain of salt. Those are personal things. Zscaler's the number one in this area. Monday, I like Monday. GitLab, I really like. I'm not going to ding you on Frog. It is number 10. So there's about 7 others that you could do, which have a quant. Again, it's the quant rating. If you want to look at one that's valuable, ZFox. I have no idea what this company does, ZFox Holdings. But they've gotten A. The profitability is D+. So let's go. 1 year, you're down 60% on this one. I don't think that this one deserves what it does, but if you wanted to trade it, this one, holy cow. I think it's a SPAC. I'd stay away from this one. Yeah, don't look at that one. So Raymond, hopefully that helps you with Frog. Malcolm Price, Caesar, CZR. If you know, Wynn reported really good earnings when they reported. Caesar is looking to February 20th. Wynn posted, here's the thing about Caesars. They will kill it with the Super Bowl. If the Super Bowl is going on in Vegas right now, Caesars is under its 200-day. Long term, I think you're good. I don't know the specifics of Caesar. I think there's Macau and other issues that are weighing on Caesar. Again, I don't know specifics about this. The forward PE is 40. It's expensive. I mean, that's expensive. When you're guiding and your forward PE is 40, but your current PE is 13. That means if you're in line and you're going to continue to guide the way that you do, your stock price has got to come down. Look at Wynn. PE 17, forward PE of 18. So Caesar, there's something wrong here. If we go over here to Seeking Alpha, CZR, let's see. Buy. I mean, revisions and momentum, that's where you're getting dinged. Consumer discretionary. It's a consumer discretionary play. So it's top casino and gaming stocks. It's not good. I mean, it's really, really not good. You're going to look at MGM, solid up there. The valuation is D. But there's something wrong with Caesar. I just don't know what it is, Malcolm. But that 40 forward PE, that worries me. Todd from Spotify, Granger, GWW. Hold. Valuation is an F. I mean, we can go over here. GWW. Let's look. It doesn't look good. Valuation 26. This is an industrial trading with a PE of 26 and a forward PE of 22. That's crazy. Year to date, it's up 14%. Average target price $9.19. You're trading at $9.49. Your 52-week high is $9.78. Let's go and look at the chart. I think it's just run up. GWW, and it's not a very great stock. I mean, according to Seeking Alpha, but the stock price, says differently. Now you have this MACD cross down. The algorithm hasn't gotten you out. It got you in at 827 on January 11th. Again, if you're just listening to this and you're wondering, hey, Todd wants to know if Granger is a buy. The algorithm says buy it here, and January 10th, algorithm makes you 80%. Buying and holding makes you 92. I'd feel much safer knowing that I have 80% in the bag than just buying and holding and praying for 92%. But it's been a good stock. I don't know why, Seeking Alpha has it. Well, I guess the valuation is the only reason. It seems expensive. Let's see. Let's put it. Why does it say F? Yeah. It's forward PE. That's what's killing it, 24. The sector median is 18. That's essentially why it's dinging it down to a hold is that reason. So, but it's been a solid price. I mean, again, you can't do it. Bisco, the other name I see on Insider's Buys and TrendSpider that Buffett is buying is FWONA. If I can type it. ONA. Liberty Media. Yeah, he's been buying this Liberty Media. I don't know why he's buying it. I'm not a super fan of, I think this is, it's that old dude. I forget his name. But FWONA, let's see what Seeking Alpha says. FWONA. Oh, it's Formula One Group. Oh, it's the Formula One Group. Yes. Okay. Liberty Media owns this one. It is the former, the Formula One Group. Is at high risk of performing badly. Let's see. Has characteristics, Forward PE of 72, sector medium 14. EBITDA 78, sector medium 15. I mean, just look at that. It's the revisions, a C minus. They revised down. So 28 out of 35. We can go back here and we can look at FWONA. Buy here. Formula One slips as Morgan Stanley downgrades on worries over sports right. That's December 18th. We can go and look at FWONA. Doesn't look horrible. I mean, algorithm loses you 8%. Buying and holding makes you 4%. The stock just looks ugly. I mean, maybe it's just not trading a ton. But if Buffett's buying it, you can, understand that there's some value there. He does. And by the way, have I mentioned SMCI at 707 in pre-market? Have I mentioned NVIDIA at 707 in pre-market? Interesting that they're both at the same price. Not the same value, but both the same price. Scans, Qualcomm. Way to cross up in Qualcomm. This chip name, 148.50. Solid chip name. Its valuation is not as crazy as the other chip names. Again, if you're looking for all-time highs, Qualcomm isn't at all-time highs. Qualcomm gets back to the all-time highs at about 180, 190. You just crossed the 200-day. So your support level is 131. The drop from 148 to 141, not horrible, and you haven't had the golden cross yet. The majority of people that are holding since those all-time highs, let's say we're going to pull this. We're going to pull, if I can get it. There we go. We're going to pull this to this place. And yeah, you're looking at the majority of people. There is a volume shelf building here between 139 and 142. So as we get there, it should start to build. The support level is right at that VWAP at 132. That's where the 200-day is. I think you're going to see a golden cross. Qualcomm cross up. I like this stock. I think if you're into chips and you want to use that one, go ahead and do it. Google, or you can use SMH or SOXX. Those are ETFs that have the semis in them. Google, you're going to fill this gap to 152. I mean, if you're buying at 147, don't think that you're just filling the gap. You're going to continue up. Google is one that just, it's going to go up. Don't worry about it. Microsoft, you're at all-time highs, 417. Just buy it. I mean, don't you wish you would have bought it at 375? Don't get out of it. Just buy it. Look for opportunities to get in. CRM, Devon has a cross up. Devon we took out of the core portfolio. It has a cross up. I am still holding my Devon. I took it out of the core portfolio. It's similar to Target. I took Target out of the core portfolio. Doesn't mean I necessarily get rid of the stock. It just means I'm no longer confident in telling you to buy this stock. Do you want to trade it? Absolutely. But I'm no longer confident in telling you to buy this stock. Long term, I just don't see this one having huge upsides. But it's got a cross up here at 42. XLK, cross up. This is in a run. It's not like this is a new buy, but if you bought this one at 189 and you're at 205, that was just on January 10th. So you're doing really well in this ETF. Now, one that I want to plug Alpha Picks on too. Alpha Picks pick is Twilio. This is up 2% in pre-market at 71.71. I've been trying to get this down here at 60. I will try and get it at 69. I think it's putting in a very good floor here at 68. I'm not going to try and time it, but I'm going to put in an order for under 70. And that's where I want to buy this. And the reason why I want to buy this under 70 is not because I don't believe in Alpha Picks. The analysis that Alpha Picks was fantastic. If you go over here and you look at analysis, okay, they put articles in here. This is what you get for the $89. Right here, a ready-made solution for your portfolio. This is Twilio. This is the business overview. This is the buy thesis. It's the Twilio stock growth. It is the revenue. It is Twilio stock valuation, potential risk, concluding summary. So you can see they put all of this analysis in order to tell you to buy. It's not just a buy at this price, sell at this price service. It is not. It is 100% versus 32% in the S&P, and they do it through analysis. It's not, they're not putting charts in there and saying, hey, on the 4 hour, you need to buy this one. But the way I use it is I look for opportunities in my own system, in my algorithm in TrendSpider, and I say, I want to buy at this price. Well, I'll try and buy it at that price. $70.35 was the buy. You got the trigger to buy all the way up here at 71. 70.35 didn't time the bottom, but today it has a cross up. SOFI, we've talked about SOFI before. SOFI has a cross up. After their earnings, there's no more catalyst here. So just understand the catalyst is gone, but understand that, yeah. If you bought up here, we came back. After earnings, we came back. I said down here, I thought this was going to be where we got to. We didn't. We held around this 200-day 807 is the buy. Here, I can remove all of these annotations. We're going to remove all of that so you don't see that junk. I said, hey, this gap up here, it's going to get filled. It got filled on the way down. That gap got filled on the way down. Now we're on our way back up. Put in it is above the 200-day. You don't have a ton of catalysts, so be careful. Just be careful. I mean, trade this one on a small time frame. You got ANET, which I actually like. I went over. The only thing on ANET is the valuation. ANET, I really, really like this one. This one at 245 was a great buy. Up here at 275, you're getting a cross up of the MACD, even though the RSI is high. Their earnings are coming up February 12th. It's a little bit tough. You have some energy names, including UCO. Levered ETFs. These are ones that you want to hold for the day, not for like a week. This is UCYB. This is the cybersecurity ETF. That it's triple levered ProShares cybersecurity. Cybersecurity's been on a tear. TECL. This is the technology long bull, 3 times levered. So you got those two in there. They've been crossed up before. They just have another bullish run. It looks like it's going into specific ETFs, or I'm sorry, spider sectors. XLK got a cross up. You've been in this one. You should have been in this one. I'm in this one big. I sold out of XLY at the end of the year, bought more XLK. XLK is where it's at. It's a great ETF. You want to know what other sector got a cross up? And is it time for us to finally make the turn on energy? XLE, cross up here at 84. The original buy down here at 80. Great 5% run in energy. You got a 5% run in energy. We're now getting another cross up. Is it another run on energy? Could we make it to the 200-day of, just about 85 or so? You try and time these things. If you look at the long term of energy, we're still above that 200-day, well above that 200-day. And long term, from a weekly standpoint, you don't spend a lot of time above that 200-day. I'm thinking, hey, if we're putting in a shelf here, great. The support level is 77. I'm not buying at 84. I'm not big on energy. Just full disclosure, I have some money in energy, but yeah, I'm not huge on it. So tune into the newsletter. Make sure you get it. I will do a new paid newsletter tomorrow, Saturday or Sunday. It might be Sunday because I am traveling this afternoon to Nashville. So I'm going to Nashville. I might be a little bit delayed in the paid newsletter, but you will get it this weekend. It's Super Bowl weekend. Let's go San Francisco 49ers. I am so sorry, Brandon, but I just can't stand the Chiefs winning another one. Come on. I mean, I can't stand the photos. And it's not Taylor Swift that I don't like. I am all for Taylor Swift because she has brought a new fan base into the NFL. I am all for that. It's Brittany Mahomes. Come on. Putting her on the cover of Sports Illustrated. Put the trans woman back on. But yeah, oh God. It just bothers me that they Brittany Mahomes has lobbed on to Taylor's fame, and the show on Netflix, Quarterback, fantastic show. But Brittany Mahomes, you're not the star of the show. Just problems. But okay, you guys have a good weekend. I will talk to you Monday. Join Reddit, join in the crew. Tell me if I'm hawking too much stuff. So yell at me if you want. I can take it. I got thick skin. I am fine with it. Just don't come and say you're not spewing hate. But FYI, horrible show. Yeah, let me put into your words what I told people. What I told whatever his name is on Reddit. You put a show together 5 days a week and try and be entertaining. It is effing hard. And then at the end of the week, when you get a nice little $40, hey, your YouTube earnings are $40. Hey, your Spotify earnings are $5. Yeah, You try not hawking products when you're putting in 6 to 10 hours a day. And I know I am not spouting off because I don't like doing it. I love doing this show. I love providing everybody the education that I think people need. I love teaching people, and I love when I get a tip. And I don't care how much it is. I don't care if you send me $1. I am happy because that means you earned money. I don't ask you for anything. I don't want you to pay me anything. I want you to give me what you think I am worth. And that is the difference between, he said, you put out there, when you first started, you were making fun of the YouTube boys who were all hawking their stuff. There is a big, if you don't know the difference between me and those guys who are charging you $1,000 for a course that teaches you moving averages, between Kelly OG, who is driving up in her Lamborghini and renting her parents a house for a month for $5,000 because she's got 10,000 kids who pay her $40 a month, and she's made her money that way. I give her credit. She's done it. She's able to flash. She's able to make some money. That's not my problem. My problem is I don't think she's putting the value out there. My value is whatever you determine it to be, because I'm not charging you a damn thing. If you want to join my paid newsletter, you can. The majority of my newsletter is free. If you want to pay for TrendSpider, you can. I put it out there for free. If you want to join Alpha Picks, you can. I put it out there for free. But there's more details in there. If you want to join Seeking Alpha, you can. But I put out there for free. These are 3 tools that I personally use. It's not like I'm doing something on the side. And everything that I buy, I put out there. I am not hiding it behind a paywall when I actually buy. The only thing that's behind a paywall is Savvy Trader. And FYI, all of Savvy Trader's trades are free on my newsletter at dailystockpick.substack.com. So I know you're not hating, but understand, you just sound like a moron when you say I'm hawking stuff, because I'm not. I'm simply talking to people who may want the same system as I do. Because if you're tuning in, you ain't tuning in to hear me yell at my dogs for 10 minutes a day, because I don't include that every time. But yeah, there is so much value in what I provide and what you're ignoring to put up with 5 minutes of, hey, I found this tool. It's called Alpha Picks. And you know what? Alpha Picks performs really, really well. I am looking at it. It's 102% versus the S&P at 32%. You know what I made during that 32% S&P period? I made 40%. Alpha Picks doubled it. I made 40% during this period. Alpha Picks doubled it. Somebody is better out there than me. And I'd like to know how much you made on Mullen. Yeah, Mr. Reddit, how much did you make on Mullen during this period? Because you ain't making 100% over the next year on Mullen. I can guarantee you that. Yeah, don't get me started. Okay. Have a good weekend. I'm going to go have a heart attack. Take care. Bye. Was that a good rant? Okay, let's say. Oh, what's PepsiCo doing? Let's see. They're in the core portfolio, man. I ain't hating on Pepsi. Down 2%. They beat, but it's down 2%. Let me go. Still holding Palantir. Yeah. That's a great trade, Chris. I think, listen, Dan Ushman, who's the CEO of TrendSpider, that dude's been holding Palantir since $8. He bought, I think, at 25 as well. He started buying really early, but he bought all the way down. Dude's a master. And yes, he owns and runs. He's the CEO of TrendSpider. He owns it. He's great. Scott loves progressive. I know that one. And Nevin, CELH, above 60. Morning, Rabid Badger. Yeah, someone hated my show, Scott. Go on Reddit. Go to Linktree and look at Reddit. You can find the thing. He's a fan, and he said it was the worst show ever because the first 10 minutes was all advertisements. So I said there's a skip button. I'm not worried about it. I just like that it got me riled up. I like yelling at people too. I don't yell at people in real life. I'm pretty shy and pretty reserved. Well, I don't think I'm shy. I'm pretty reserved. I'm pretty polite. But I do say stupid shit all the time. So I get myself into more, oh my God, why did I say that kind of situations. And Nevin, it's not the start. I get about 3 private ones per week. Scott is one of my biggest fans. Don't get pissed at what he says. The moderators wanted to hide it and wanted to remove it. I don't, that for me would be fake. I don't mind, and I don't mind responding. I just think he never brought up a point. He says Seeking Alpha has horrible articles on it. And it's all pump and dump, and it's not worth $189. And I say, F you. D-Man, hey, high five. High five on that. To me, I think that should have been clear to me. And I think I just got too cocky and said, whatever I buy will go up. And it's not true. ARM did go crazy, Steph. Buy it under 100. Hopefully I brought that one up. Morning, Mike. If you have time, can you look up GCT quick, GigaCloud? I've heard good things. I think Shay may own this one. Shay Boulard. Shay may own this one. But I've heard good things. Let's see what GCT. Goodell on Taylor Swift effect. Oh, it's a strong buy. Wow, 1 year up 455%. Let me see. Valuation is a C. God, ranked number 1. Shit, I may go buy this one today. Let's see. When do they announce earnings? March 14th. Let me see what's going on FinViz. See, FYI, I'm using free tools. God forbid. Income 71 million, PE 16. It's software. Performance year to date. Year to date. You're February 9th and you're up 62%. Target price 24. You're trading at 29. Not covered huge. Roth in June of last year said $13 stock. Is your friend the ideal stock to hold? We're going to ignore those. 3 stocks to buy. Investors Place. Investors Place, yeah. He's right about Investors Place and all that stuff. I don't like those places. No insider stuff. It's a $1 billion market cap. That's a pretty small cap. I think Shay owns this one. Let me see because I might find if I do a search for GCT. Let's see. I was hoping it would show me just if Shay had it. I don't know. Let me go look up Shay. Shat. Let me see if Shay has it. That's his growth portfolio. I guess there's no way for me to look just at Shay. But I think he has it. It's a good looking stock. GCT. Giga Cloud. I mean, anything with cloud now, you're back in that. Specializes in global end-to-end B2B electronic commerce for large parcel merchandise firms. B2B e-commerce platform, which refers to its Giga Cloud marketplace, integrates everything from product discovery, payments, and messaging portals, leveraging channel diversification. Solid company. I mean, their expected growth, earnings per share next 5 years. Looks like they just put out 1 year. Earnings per share this year is expected to grow 241%. Forward PE with their guidance is 12. So that would indicate if there are, issuing the correct guidance, that will come up to 16. So that's their actual, that's how to use that one. So I don't think it's a bad one. I think that's actually a good one. Nevin, IONQ just crossed up on the daily. IONQ. I said it yesterday. I've got some lunch money in there. In fact, I put more in Pinterest and more in Docu and stuff like that than I did IONQ. And I've lost more money in those. So, ANET is another 3% this morning. ANET's a good one, William. IONQ. Yeah, I mean, look, the reason it crossed up on the daily, Brendan, is the 4-hour just reacts faster. It's going to cross up on the daily when it crosses up here on the 4-hour. Where's Pavin? For better user experience, can we bookmark the timestamps when you start recording so that users can skip that part if they wish to? I don't know how to freaking bookmark, Pavin. I don't know how to bookmark. I have no idea how to do that. Gas is up. Thanks, Mike. I am going to do me. I tune in for the dogs. Yeah, Rusty, I know. Rusty! Wow, they upped their dividend by 7%. I own Pepsi. I just think 170 is a little bit high for it. With Ozempic and stuff like that, you do have a danger. Love has been a... Yeah, GCT. Yeah, it's one of Shay's research. Yeah, I knew it was in there. I think Pepsi is a good long-term play. I just don't think you trade it. I think you buy on this weakness. In my mind, I think you buy Pepsi anytime it's got a 1.6 as a handle. I think you're fine. I think you're absolutely fine buying a 1.6 handle. There's the dogs. GILD is D-Man's play. Scott, don't let your blood pressure go up. Yeah, Brent, for all the OGs. Hey, stop it. For all the OGs, there was a guy in the Facebook group named Tom who basically, when I started selling TrendSpider, private messaged me a hate-filled letter. And it was around, I forget it. I think it was 2022. And the man was very much he had a brain injury and he was good to talk to. And he was a great stock picker. He had small caps and he had these names. It was ironic that he would always pick the names after they had already run up like 10, 15%. I thought he was talking a lot of shit. I kind of called him out. I didn't call him out on it. He said he couldn't chart because of his brain injury, which I believed him about. And listen, hey, we all go through life with some things, and I'm happy to help anybody who, has a handicap and stuff. Brain injury. I mean, that's a tough thing to live with. Had a daughter named Rose, I remember. And his wife joined the Facebook group, and they started, contributing. And I think it was even Joe, maybe. Joe came out and, or somebody had come out and said they were down, a lot in 2022. And we were all down, and I was telling people, just buy this stuff. Don't worry about it going down. We're going to go back up. It's uncomfortable, blah, blah, blah. And Tom had mentioned, don't worry, we'll get you back up. And then the person was like, well, what are you talking about? I don't want to listen to you. I don't want to listen to Gary. And I said, hey, let's be respectful and blah, blah, blah. And there was a fight back and forth. Tom got pretty nasty about it. So I private messaged him and I said, hey, listen, don't be nasty to somebody. And then he got nasty with me and in private. And I just kind of ignored it and I moved on. But then he got, I stopped listening to his stock picks. And because there were 15 or 20 a day. And he posted this message in the private Facebook group that he was done, that he was angry that I was ignoring him, and that he was no longer going to contribute anything. And so I said, I haven't been ignoring you. Those picks are absolute crap. I don't want to bring them up, so I just ignored them, and I let people in the Facebook group respond to it. He said, I'm getting a lot of email from people that you're ignoring their picks as well. And I said, no, I'm not ignoring anybody's pick. Please speak up. And nobody spoke up. And he said, well, we're going to take it and we're going to go to another group. And so I think he formed another group. I banned him from the group. I said, hey, don't listen anymore. And I banned him from the group. And he moved on. And I just, part of it stuck in me that I just don't like disrespect to others. You can disrespect me all you want. But when you disrespect others, that's kind of where I draw the line. Because I listen, as the host here, I'm going to get a lot of shit. If I'm going to lose people money, I'm going to get a lot of shit. If you're going to put your stuff out there, this is why I say rule number 2 is don't listen to Jim Cramer. But Jim Cramer is a very smart man. I think he's more entertainment, just like me. A little bit more entertainment than actual stock stuff. He thinks he's more education than he is entertainment. And that's the difference. He is 100% entertainment, not stock picking. He is 100% not somebody that's doing a phenomenal job. I don't think he's educating people whatsoever. But that's my thing. But, again, we can take it. You can hate on anybody you want. But when you disrespect others, I'm going to ban you. I'm going to throw you out. So, yeah, D-Man. And Tom was just not a nice man. I mean, he was just a very angry person. And, I can get angry. But you know what? When I get off the air, namaste, motherfucker. Namaste. So, okay. I'm going to go because I got to write this. Oh, shit. It's already 10 o'clock.